and that is, of course, Akira Toriyama. And it's only fitting to talk about this because of the fact that I didn't want to kind of lump this in with the giveaway because I just felt like it was weird. But this recently was just, and he passed March 1st. We just recently found out. I think it was March the 7th or the 8th, one of those. But we have lost probably one of the most, and we probably didn't know it at the time. But seeing everything on Twitter and social media the last few days, news outlets and stuff like that, we have probably lost one of the most influential people like of our time, because he um, he ooh man, this is kind of hard, man. Like, this man has changed a lot of people's lives, um, with not just Dragon Ball, his dealings with like Dragon Quest, his uh, Doctor Slump, you know, Sandland, which is coming out, video game style, next month, or I believe, yeah, April 25th, I believe, which is something that I will be picking up. Uh, he's changed a lot of lives, and I don't know if he knew he did. I don't know if he cared that he did, but he did, right? He gave the Western Hemisphere like one of, especially at the time, like growing up when anime was so scarce, mangas was so scarce over here, right? You had to use illegal websites in order to watch a lot of the stuff. When I was growing up, I'm 30 now, so I wasn't growing up too long ago. When I was maybe 10, so maybe like 20 years ago or so, um, there used to be this, excuse me, there used to be this Japanese channel. It was channel 75 on the cable network that for the cable that we had. I think we had like Comcast or something. But it used to be channel 75, and every Sunday they were showing Dragon Ball Z in Japanese, and it was further along than what we were over here in America. And me and my brother, man, we used to stay up because it would come on at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And I remember the first time we watched it. It was on the Buu Saga, and Gohan had just came in to fight Super Buu, and we had no idea what the hell was going on because, like I said, we were only watching like the English dub of the show. I need water. I apologize. We were only watching like the English dub version of the show. Uh, and so when we tuned in, we are like, oh, it's probably like, I don't know, an episode ahead or so. No, this motherfucker was like episodes ahead, right? I think where it was over here, at the time of the showing. Now, Dragon Ball had already ended because this is like 2000 something, when we found out this channel. Dragon Ball had already ended like its original run, so these were probably reruns because, like I said, it was 9:30 at night over here, so it was probably like Monday morning or something over there. So they're probably watching something before school. But yeah, man, I just remember that was like our first episode of Japanese Dragon Ball was Gohan coming in and fighting Super Buu, and from there we would watch that every Sunday, like even missing wrestling pay-per-views, because we were huge. Well, I'm still a huge wrestling fan, but at that time we were both huge wrestling fans, and I just remember we missed Brock Lesnar versus The Rock, because we wanted to watch. So this was 2002. We wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z in Japanese, right? It had no subtitles, so it's not like we understood what they were saying, what was going on. It was just, it's Dragon Ball Z, and if we could watch it ahead of what we're watching over here, we didn't care, like we just wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z. I remember going down the street in our neighborhood and like playing with some of the kids, and I just remember one time we were all bored, and like out of nowhere we just started playing Dragon Ball Z, right? We were doing Kamehameha waves, like Final Flash, turning Super Saiyan, shit like that. Like Dragon Ball Z, even Dragon Ball Super, and to an extent Dragon Ball GT, uh, really gave me the most fun like as far as being able to have something to watch and love and to keep my head calm. Dragon Ball. I'm sorry if I get kind of choked up here. Dragon Ball was like Dragon Ball was an escape for a lot of people. Yes, there was comic books of our own in the West, right? Batman, Superman, Justice League, X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, whatever the case may be. But for like me, like there was just something about um, watching Dragon Ball Z at the time, especially like when Trunks came in. Trunks was like one of the coolest characters to ever hit my screen. I remember the first time seeing Trunks come in and just destroy Frieza. It was like one of the best things I had ever seen, and I was instantly hooked on the character of Trunks. And I remember anytime Vegeta was mean to Trunks, I was like, this motherfucker, I want to just hop in the screen and just beat Vegeta up. Which is crazy because he's probably one of my favorite characters now, like ever since the whole Buu saga. Again, just another moment that was so special was seeing Vegeta finally I guess come to terms that his life is that of a kinda of a human now, right? He settled on Earth. He married an Earthling. He had a family. The moment where Trunks died against Cell and Vegeta was like, hell nah, bro, that's my son, and he went berserk. To the final explosion against Majin Buu, we had things like Rock the Dragon, which is one of the coolest. Dragon, fight the dragon, right? One of the coolest shits ever. Just a lot of the original music of Dragon Ball is really catchy. A lot of people love Super Saiyan 4, right? A lot of people love that shit. I'm kind of the ones who's just like whatever on that. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct is probably one of the coolest damn things in the entire world, bro. Like, hands down, Ultra Instinct is one of the coolest things in the entire world. Mexico celebrated fucking Goku versus Jiren like it was an actual fighting event. Like an actual fucking fighting event. First of all, also want to just say, if you hear any noises, it's fans. It's real cold in here. I got like heater going right here next to me and shit like that. So forgive me. But I also got a fan blowing back here so it doesn't get too hot. But yeah, so those Hispanic countries love Dragon Ball. Like, it's crazy how much they love Dragon Ball. Like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I love Dragon Ball. Like, I have a poster right here, literally, Goku Black Arc, UI Goku. I have a Trunks figure hanging on my wall. I have a Trunks figure sitting on top of my PlayStation. I have a Vegito and a Vegeta figure sitting here. I have another Trunks figure sitting here. My son took all my other goddamn Dragon Ball figures because he was bored and just wanted to mess with my shit. Sorry about the camera. I don't know what's been going on with it lately, but you can still hear my voice, so that's all that matters. But the fact is that, like, I love Dragon Ball. Like, Dragon Ball has connected me with so many people. All my friends, like, I remember when Dragon Ball Super first came out, we would, like, text each other during the episodes and after the episodes and stuff like that. We would, like, try to figure out, hey, who is Goku? Trying to figure out who Goku Black was probably one of the coolest, like, little things going for the community at the time, right? Like, is it Goten, or is it, Goku risen from the dead that was taken over by someone, or that someone was Goku back and now he's evil type of thing? Was Goku thrown in the Lazarus pit? I don't fucking know, right? I'm trying to figure out who Goku Black was. Now, of course, it ended up being Zamasu's punk ass. But Goku Black, man, is one of my favorite villains, along with Cell. Like, the fact that he even decided, like, you know what, let's bring back Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Super it should have taken place after the 10-year or after the end of Z, but it is what it is. It takes place during that 10-year time gap. That's cool. You know, a lot of inconsistencies with it, but it is what it is. Like, it's still an enjoyable experience for me. Dragon Ball Super Broly, amazing. Battle of Gods, one of my favorite fucking movies ever. Resurrection of F, you know, I'm not a Frieza fan, but it is what it is. It was alright for what it was. Superhero, when Superhero was announced, I was like, yo, what is this? Like, why is this needed? And then I watched it, and it was like so much fun watching Dragon Ball Superhero. To see all the side characters like Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, Krillin, 18, to see all those characters kind of, yes, some of them had their moments in the Tournament of Power, but to see them have their own moment without Goku and Vegeta was great. It was like one of the best things ever. The animation in that movie was something that I thought I was going to have a real problem with, and I didn't. I thought the animation was fine. Just like the Broly animation, amazing. It was so amazing. Like, Dragon Ball just holds this special place in my heart, and it always will. And I really hope that because of the passing that Dragon Ball doesn't end. I hope they can continue what Toriyama has given us and just build and expand upon it and expand upon the stories that he didn't get to finish. Dragon Ball Daima coming out in fall of this year was a hit, you know, his thing, his project, his baby, right? He turned Goku back to a kid. It's poetic, right? That's how he started. Unfortunately, that is how he ended as far as his work with Dragon Ball went. Like, this man is without a doubt 100%, 1000%, like, the cause of, in my opinion, like I said, anime popularity, manga popularity, right? When you look at other anime and manga today, you see a ton of inspiration from Dragon Ball. A ton of inspiration from Dragon Ball. Like, when I talk to people and people are like, yo, you like Dragon Ball? It's like, bro, your favorite anime would not exist without Dragon Ball. Your favorite manga would not exist without Dragon Ball, right? If Dragon Ball didn't get as popular as it did, I don't think a lot of people, I don't think there would be an anime wave right now, right? Back in the day, it was like, yo, you watch anime, you're weird, but you watch Dragon Ball, you're cool, right? You had people buying Dragon Ball how to draw books, like tracing Dragon Ball pictures, printing out images, because there was so many cool fan art, so many cool official art online throughout the years, right? People looking up Black Goku, not Goku Black, but Black Goku, right? Like the black version of Goku. Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6, Super Saiyan, the original, what they wanted as Super Saiyan God, Omni Goku, you know, shit like that. Like, Dragon Ball gave us a lot to work with and consume, and it's all because of Toriyama. Without Toriyama, none of it is possible. None of it at all, hands down, none of it is possible. So when I found out about his passing, it was a huge blow. I teared up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. Teared up, right? He, like I said, man, the guy has helped me through a lot in life. When it comes to these characters, I didn't realize how important of a character Goku was until I like the renaissance of Dragon Ball, right? So 2015, I think, is when Battle of Gods came out. Around that time, you kind of really saw just like how much involved, like, pop culture wise, Dragon Ball was, and of course at the forefront of it was Goku. I know we as viewers kind of make that like, oh, Goku, tired of Goku this, Goku that, oh, why couldn't it be Gohan, why couldn't it be Trunks and Goten, you know, why can't Vegeta ever get his shine or whatever. And like, I get it now. Goku embodies Toriyama, right? Kinda, I guess. Like, if you were, I mean, a lot of people have never met Toriyama. You know, a lot of people say he's like this most private guy or whatever, but I would picture him as someone like Goku, right? Like, I've seen rumors of that he was mad of the way that Goku was depicted in the dub version of Dragon Ball Z, which is the one that I grew up with. I love that version of Goku, right? the one who can get serious, the one who can be silly at times, right? And then Dragon Ball Super is kind of more childish, kiddish, and I guess this kind of seems why like Toriyama wanted to bring him back to like his kid days, right? Because maybe that's Toriyama's favorite version of Goku, the light-hearted, idiotic, kid-friendly version of Goku. Maybe that resonated with him more. Maybe he was, more of like, I don't want to say idiotic, right? But he was more of like that kid-friendly side, light-hearted, version of Goku. And of course, Goku's character is just someone who just wants to fight. He's kind of selfish, right? We're all kind of selfish. But Goku is a very, very, very important figure when it comes to pop culture. And it, again, because of Toriyama, right? Like his writings, like just all that he made a very iconic character that is up there in the ranks of Superman and Batman, and stuff like that. Like, you think anime, you think Goku, hands down. Like a lot of my family, they see me watching anime. Oh, is this the one Goku's in? It's like, no, but glad you guys know who Goku is, right? Everyone just knows what Dragon Ball is. When my cousin started watching anime, my aunt thought he was like watching Dragon Ball, and it's like, no, he's watching Attack on Titan. But so I just want to say, before I end this video, because I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but thank you, Toriyama, for everything. Thank you, anyone who has worked with Tortaro. Thank you for being the one to handle the Super manga, off of Toriyama's notes. Just thank you to anyone who has ever worked alongside this man to make his dreams and his vision possible, because without it, we wouldn't have a lot of the great things that we do have today. I think the world would be completely different without this man's work, and without his inspiration. So for that, again, thank you to just everyone involved with this man's life that, again, gave him the platform to kind of showcase what he can do and stuff like that. To the ones who turned him down in his early times, thank you for that too, because without that, right, it's like he said, he was turned down so many times, and it caused him to just constantly work on his drawings and to get better at them, and he did. And like I said, again, look what he gave us. Again, not just Dragon Ball, he gave us other shit too that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So not just Dragon Ball, but for me, the one thing that he gave the world that I appreciate most is Dragon Ball. So thank you, Toriyama, rest in peace, and for everyone else, I'll see you later.